Let's get the gang together again. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Queer Eye heroes. Where are they now? Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at life updates from some of our favorite people to appear on Queer Eye.
I love that song by Mariah.
Number 10, Neal Reddy.
I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable.
Okay, I'm gonna be slightly uncomfortable.
The second episode of the first season of Queer Eye featured Neal Reddy, a man who hid behind his beard and his humor, avoiding forming close friendships with those around him.
How comfortable I am right now. I forever attack them.
You know me too well.
This is so cool that you guys are just touching me willy-nilly.
His episode was one of the most emotional of the series so far, with him giving a heartfelt speech to the Fab Five about how much their work had affected him.
I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, like that's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me, so I appreciate it.
After filming wrapped, he continued to be close with his dog forever, even dressing up in a couple's costume for Halloween. He is also reportedly using his sense of humor in a more productive way, and has begun doing stand-up comedy. Number 9, Joe Gallois. The 7th episode of Queer Eye's first season was where we met Joe, who was already a stand-up comedian, but who lacked self-confidence offstage.
You're giving me Patrick Dempsey. You're giving me take your top off. You're giving me hold me till the pain goes away. You're giving me like strong man, I will change your tire. I will pay your bills. I will provide.
I will do none of those things, but yeah.
He had recently undergone a pretty serious body transformation, and the guys helped him to move towards a happier and healthier life.
I'm feeling overwhelmed by like all this. It's just like incredible. Every facet of what you guys did knocked me out of the park. Like my expectations are like here and they're like the results are like up here.
Because of the show's exposure, Joe now has over 10,000 followers on Twitter and is very active on the platform. Unfortunately though, he opted not to keep the website that Karamo helped him create. Number 8, Ted Terry.
Ted's public speaking skills, they've come a long way, but they have a long way to go.
The finale of season 2 was about a mayor who needed help living up to his position. Edward Ted Terry was mayor of Clarkston, Georgia, which is affectionately known as the Ellis Island of the South because of its ethnic diversity.
What is it like for you being a mayor? What's your biggest challenge?
I get no respect.
The Fab Five gave Ted an epic makeover, and when it came time for the next municipal election, the town chose him to lead for another 4 years. While he did manage to accomplish that major task, he wasn't able to keep those plants alive for long. R.I.P. Number 7, Ariane.
What's taking a summer day off when you just started your job a week ago?
Pretty much just like not doing anything.
Got it. So you just woke up and said, I don't want to go to work.
Recent college graduate Ariane, or Ari, was forced to fess up in this episode of the show that although he did walk at his graduation, he technically still hadn't received his diploma.
I haven't graduated yet. I failed one of my classes.
The Fab Five helped him clean up his act, and fans will be happy to hear that he did finally graduate in the fall of 2017 from Georgia State University. Not only that, but according to culture expert Karamo Brown, Ari has also managed to secure a job. Brown says that he keeps in touch with him and asserts just how proud he is of his progress.
And I know you are headed in the right direction in your life, and I'm very proud of you.
Number 6, Cory Waldrop. One of the most controversial episodes of Queer Eye featured police officer Cory Waldrop, a Trump supporter and extreme NASCAR fan.
Just see my hat?
We're all gonna make America great again.
I don't think any black person has ever worn this hat.
There were some tense moments between Cory and members of the Fab Five over social and political issues due to their inevitable ideological differences.
We don't want all black people to get lumped into one category as criminals, which sometimes we feel that way.
And all police officers don't want to be lumped into being the bad guy.
The most poignant scenes took place between Cory and Karamo, but the latter says of their relationship, quote, "He and I are close friends now."
I respect you so much as a police officer now, and I really feel like I made a lifelong friend.
In fact, when his episode aired, he and Karamo FaceTimed while they watched it. Aw. Number 5, Jeremy Holmes.
I don't say this lightly, but I love them very much.
Viewers couldn't get enough of this makeover subject, who was not only a firefighter, but also had 5 adopted children with his wife.
They have 5 adopted kids who are all biologically siblings. Wow. Isn't that special?
Fans will be pleased to hear that Jeremy completed his designation program in 2017. and officially became Chief Fire Officer, which is a position that is only held by a small number of firefighters worldwide. In early 2018, he wrote an article for Firehouse.com about the difference between your career and your calling. And his adorable brood seems to be just as happy as ever. Number 4. Bobby Camp.
I know that the stuff is still there. The stuff that makes life too much is still there. But I'm not afraid of it.
This father of 6 just needed a little push to help him get his busy life in order. Bobby Camp was working 2 jobs to make ends meet and didn't have any time for himself.
Baby bobbers is strugs to funk. That's struggling to function. Strugs to funk is what Bobby is. Bobby strugs to funk camp.
Despite the stellar job that design expert Bobby Burke did on the camp's crowded home, the family decided to make a big move after filming wrapped. In February of 2018, Jonathan Van Ness said, "Vera literally DM'd me the day before yesterday, and they moved to a different house with 3 bedrooms." Number 3. AJ Brown. One of the most heart-wrenching moments of the series thus far came in Season 1, when AJ came out to his stepmother.
"Oh, sorry for keeping it from you."
That's fine.
It was an incredibly intimate moment to bear witness to, so of course viewers had to know what happened next in AJ's life.
I just feel really good about him, and I'm thinking about possibly getting married, maybe.
Luckily, this story has a happily ever after, because it turns out that AJ tied the knot with his longtime boyfriend Andre, who also appeared on the show. Do you think the Fab Five were invited to the wedding? Number 2. William Mahnken. In this Season 2 episode, sci-fi fan William looks for help from the Fab Five when it comes to proposing to his live-in girlfriend Shannon.
Will you marry me and be my wife?
The two were living in a house decorated with items from her previous relationship, so a redo was definitely in order.
Where did this furniture come from?
Her and her ex. Her and her ex.
We saw the adorable proposal in the episode, and on June 16, 2018, the two said their I do's on Amelia Island in Florida. Okay, we are dying to know what Tan thinks of that Hawaiian print top. Number 1. Tom Jackson.
Would you like to go to dinner with me next Saturday night?
He's asking for dinner date.
Yes, I would love to.
Yes!
The very first episode of the Queer Eye reboot introduced us to Tom Jackson, also known as Romeo, a 57-year-old sweetheart who clearly still had eyes for his ex-wife Abby.
I love Abby more than anything. I want to spend the rest of my life with her.
The hopeless romantics in all of us were unleashed while watching his transformation, as it became more and more clear who he was doing this all for.
You look so good! Oh my gosh, you look different!
Wow. Oh, God! Oh, Abby!
Tom and Abby decided to give things another shot after their date that we saw on the show, and they were officially remarried in March of 2018. As if this wasn't enough to make our hearts burst, in July 2018, the couple went on a double date with another pair of newlyweds, William and Shannon. Where was our invite? Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.